Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Thursday is export sales day. We got beans up a little bit, wheat up a little bit, and corn about unchanged. Market's still trying to grasp the differences between supply and demand this year and the outlook for higher, at least U.S. Wheat and soybean carryouts, maybe a little bit lower corn, and higher global numbers. As far as the news overnight, we'll be watching the Pro Farmer Crop Tour. It was in Illinois yesterday. Average corn yield a little above 180. USDA's got a 188. One thing that people are noticing, again, not necessarily a professional survey, but most places have been finding soybean pod counts below what the expectations were and maybe below the 3-year average, which says maybe the U.S. soybean yield's a little bit too high. Doubt if the market can rally on that, given the fact that the weather is mostly favorable right now, but we may not break as much as people had feared when they first saw that USDA yield, production number, and the implied carryout. We'll also be watching to see, as they come out with their final results tomorrow, what their corn yield is going to be. Historically, they've been below the USDA's August crop report. Yesterday, funds sold beans, meal, corn, bought some oil and wheat, and what was interesting is open interest went up in corn, 28,000 contracts, 6,000 in beans, meal up 5,000, oil up 8,000. So in essence, in some of these markets like the corn and wheat, they may be adding to short positions, and in oil they may be adding to a long position after the announcement of the duties that might be imposed on imported biodiesel. So we'll have to kind of watch and see how all this unfolds, as they look like they're mostly taking a bearish posture in the grains going into harvest. We also note that we've got export sales, as I mentioned. We're looking for 300,000 to 600,000 tons of wheat, 450,000 to 900,000 tons of corn. The key there is whether or not the numbers will be below the pace we needed to get to the USDA's numbers. In beans, we're expecting a big number, maybe as much as 1.5 million tons that China may have bought last week. Next week is the Farm Progress Show in Decatur, Illinois. We'll be at the ADM tent, so stop by if you have any risk management questions those days, and race some cars. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.